Hi, I'm Tracey Wynter from Conscious Love and Relationships, and I'm very excited that you've stopped by to find out more about the online program, How to Find Real and Genuine Love. Now this program is quite amazing if I do say so myself. There's a lot of programs out there at the moment on how to find your true love and how to date people. This is a program that's just a little bit different. It is not, I want to start with what it is not. Okay, it's not one of those programs out there that's how to make someone fall hopelessly in love with you and they remain addicted to you and you keep them forever. Or it's not about quick ways to pick up chicks or to flirt or to do all these different types of things, you know. To me, they're not what's going to kind of create the base of a really solid, beautiful, loving relationship. So what I'm going to offer you is a little bit different. Now, the program itself is in kind of two different sections. There's a whole section about preparing for love because it's so important. You know, you've probably heard the terms before. I need to work on myself in order to get to the right stage before I can let someone else into my life, which is true to a certain extent. But then I also cover a whole heap of stuff on dating consciously. So I really take you step by step through the dating program. Now I want to tell you, you're probably busting to know what's actually in the program, what you're going to get out of it. So I'm going to share with you, I actually had to write down a lot of the main points of what's in the program because there's so much in there and I didn't want to miss out on sharing anything with you because it's probably one of the most comprehensive dating and love programs out there today. So some of the things, if you decide to go on this journey with me, you're going to start to look at and uncover is, we're going to start with looking at removing some of your blocks to love. Because obviously you're single right now for a reason. We're going to have a look why that is the reason. So we're going to get out some of that negative stuff that's blocking you from letting that love coming through, and we're going to allow it to shine through. We're going to have a look at why you've perhaps been attracting the kind of partners that you don't really want in your life, and we're going to turn that around and look at how to attract the kind of partners that you do want in your life. We're going to also take a look at the part of ourselves that we either avoid love or we are a little bit addicted to love. Because some of these little parts of us can actually stop us from having that real and genuine love that we really are craving. We also have a look at self-love, because ultimately that is the biggest love of all that we need to generate within ourselves before being in a relationship. And it's also so important to get really clear and precise about what kind of relationship it is that you require to work for you. If you don't have this blueprint before you actually get out there and dating, you can kind of just fall all over the place and let different people kind of come in and they're great for a while and then it falls off and you have to start all over again. So I don't want you starting all over again. So we need to become really precise about what the kind of relationship is that you want. Then I go into about how to actually really date very well. We look at where to meet people. The best way to use online dating, which is huge. If you're not online dating, you probably should be. We'll talk about that later. What to be conscious of when you're dating, so the kind of mistakes and the traps that we tend to fall into and how to avoid them. We look at how to date very consciously, what to do on a date, the best way to be on a date. We look at the feminine masculine principles and how they affect our dating. We look at sex in dating, or how soon is too soon. We look at exclusivity, when is the best time to become exclusive with someone and how do you fall into that consciously. We look at how you actually sabotage your chances at love so you can not do it, how to remain conscious during the whole dating process, how to use dating as a tool for transformation, because it's one of the best things that you can do for your personal growth and development, believe it or not. Once you've been dating someone, of course, how to transition from dating them into being in a beautiful, wonderful relationship. And I'm also going to share with you the very basic principles of a healthy relationship so you can start on that process with your partner. So as you can see, I've just touched on there some of the things that are in the program. It's huge, it's very comprehensive, and you know the best part about it is it works. I've seen people actually go from not dating at all to actually getting out there and finding love. And it worked for me. Oh my God, if it can happen for me, I think it can happen for just about anyone. Because just a little quick side note about myself. I was basically coming up to my 39th birthday and had somehow managed to be single basically my whole entire life. My longest long-term relationship was 3 months or 4 months long, and that was set in a record way back when I was 19. So I'm very down at being single and dating, and I've had a long career in it. But it wasn't until I actually followed and did all the things that I'm going to be teaching you in this in this program, I actively followed them. I did them while I was dating. I prepared myself for love in this particular way, that after I started doing this, my partner that I'm with now, he came in within 2 months of me doing this program that I've set for you. So if it can work for me, it can definitely work for you. And it doesn't matter if you've been single all your life like me, or if you've been in and out of relationships that haven't really been the best for you and you want to actually get a really good relationship this time, it's going to work for you. Or even if you've been in a long-term relationship, you've been married for ages, and now all of a sudden you found yourself suddenly single again, and you're thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? This is going to point you in the right direction. I don't want you just falling into your next relationship and having, a good time, but then it ending and having to do all over again. I want you to find that relationship that makes your heart open, that gives you joy just by being in that relationship, that helps you to grow as a person, and just brings you a lot of joy. And that's what I want for you. So if that's what you want in your life, then I highly recommend you sign up, you do this online program, and you just watch that love come into your life. I hope to see you soon.